Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Disco Elysium. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as we go back to our room, which isn't necessarily our room, in the sense that it's... I was gonna say it's rented, I don't know if I'm paying my dues here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pay my dues here, because we have a novelty check, let's see.
Can I help you?
Yeah. So, about the money I owe you? Yeah. Have you got it? How much do I owe you again? A lot. For the room and broken window, 100 real. Can I pay you with this check? I'm gonna show him the giant novelty check. The cafeteria manager stares at you baffled. You must be joking, right? You come here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check? This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand. Every single cent. You can cash it in the local frite, says Kim, near the arbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it. And come to think of it, frites probably close at this hour. They're open from 7 to 11. Yeah, we sort of missed that, didn't we? I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement tonight. Does that arrangement include you paying me what we have already agreed you owe me? Well, maybe a little bit. Can I not pay a little bit? I have a little bit. We can pay a little bit. Let's see. I'll pay you back tomorrow. I'm an honest cop. It's cold out. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing this stupid money game. I'll go with that. Game? Everything is just a game to you, isn't it? Isn't it to everybody? This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it? I don't know what key. I still have my key, you know. Yeah, he can't... Let's not push it. He can't keep me from my room. He can't keep me from sleeping, but that would also include him not sleeping. Yeah, this conversation isn't going anywhere, is it? Not until you bring me the money. Okay, says Kitsuragi, and he turns to you with a heavy sigh. I might have something in my motor carriage room we can use when you're done here. Our esprit de corps says, I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking, or actually Kim is thinking that. Our esprit de corps knows that. Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here, says Gart. Okay, well, I'll see you later. I'm not going to be drinking karaoke. Drinking karaoke? Definitely, I'm not going to be doing that. More importantly, I'm not going to be singing karaoke. I also must make sure that I'm not missing any thoughts, because we got through some really, really serious conversations the last couple of episodes, and I might have something new. I do not. 73% is pretty good, though. So we're going to get whatever comes our way. Let's go in here. I suppose I could ask Kim to get it for me, but let's see. Oh, he's talking. I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure, says Kim. Transport enclosure? Regular people just call it the cage. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm gonna look into that. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark. I confiscated these for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down the Martinez Canal. Oh, that's where I got... Right. That's a good call, actually. What are those things? They're spinner hubcaps. Frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop... He makes a spinning motion with his hands. The caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them. It's just for vanity. A vanity he wouldn't mind. What do you mean confiscated them? A couple of weeks ago I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high. So you took his spinners? Mm-hmm, he nods. I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence. And now this line doesn't make sense. Because that is not... No, actually, it still makes sense, because he took the hubcaps for himself. I get it. I would have confiscated them too. They're mesmerizing. That they are, says Kim, and looks at the spinners and sighs. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked them back. Did you want to put these spinners on your machine? No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on my MC anyway, a cop with spinners. That'd be outrageous. Yeah, outrageously cool. He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark. Well, I'm sorry you have to sell them because of me. As I said, he says, they're useless anyway. I should have remembered I had these earlier. But thank you. That's what he really means, our esprit de corps. Allows us to know. So he said something about a pawn shop? Oh yeah, the Bird's Nest, Roy, near the canal. We've been there. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late. Hopefully so, yeah. Items can be pawned at Bird's Nest, Roy's... Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest, Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these... I know, it's fine. Thanks, I appreciate your help. The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners. Okay. Well, that's... thank you for all the things. Oh, the men are gone. Yeah, I'm never gonna find their stone again, am I? Or whatever I threw. Wait, what? The map isn't what I thought it was. I haven't looked at this yet. It's near the canal. We should be able to find it. I don't exactly know where it is, but we'll be fine. Well, the canal is down here, but I thought it was upstairs. I don't think that. Yeah, there's no passage there. Is this guy gonna be all right? Whatever. So this is the bookshop, and then up this way. Can I zoom out? I can zoom out a little bit, but it doesn't allow us to, I thought this wasn't the pawn shop. We're gonna get ourselves into trouble here with the time. Yeah, this isn't the pawn shop. It doesn't connect over here. This, or rather, it doesn't go anywhere if I keep going that way. So all we need to do is this goes to Kunaese and Gwen, whatever, I can't pronounce her name very well. It's also not her name. So I'm thinking it's up here. And I just missed it right now anyway. Because I thought, no, it is not. Ooh. Okay, so the whole canal thing? Yeah, I don't know where it is. Oh, it's down there. That's right. That's right. This is where we found our bag as well, I think. Let's go inside. You can sleep after 2100 hours. Yes. How do you say that in English? Because... Welcome to the pawn shop. Yes.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
How come you're still open?
The pawn shop is always open.
I have some business to take care of, namely put on my electrochemistry clothes. Excuse me. I'll just do a little bit of drug detection here. It's gonna be fine, don't worry about it. And we also have the Radiant Spinners, the magnificent hubcap spinners that Lieutenant Kitsuragi has donated to you so that you can pay for your... That's quite a lot of money, actually.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on? Ooh. Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light while the mind continues to race forward? Lucky bastard is probably on pure Holidon. It's tough to come by on the street. Pure Holidon, I'm gonna ask. What is that? No, I'm asking of my electrochemistry. A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow. That's probably not a good thing. Is it me, or is it just really warm in here? He tilts his head. I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature. There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting. those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket. I don't know what halogen means. I know what it is. It's a gas. Do I have rectangles made of gas in my jacket? So, what's with the triangles on your vest? He hesitates. I was in the emergency relief brigade. You know, after the People's Pile disaster. He coughs as if to mark his words. Had to take pure Holidon for radiation sickness. That's what you were hinting at just now, wasn't it? I think so. The hotness? Yeah, absolutely. The People's Pile? What's that? A bad idea. Some poor leftists built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere, probably some of it in you too. Oh yeah, that is. I mean, I guess if it's anything the size of Chernobyl, then for sure, Chernobyl it's a way. Chernobyl marked the accident in Chernobyl marked a turning point in the way to date objects in the world, because everywhere on Earth there's a new isotope in everything, and things that weren't exposed to that are basically locked away or stuff like that, or underground and things like that. They don't have that isotope, so it is possible to date things based on that date, and whether things have that isotope or not. I mean, of course, they can be older and have that isotope, but you know, it's still a useful tool if you know how to look into that. I'm not really sure if it's an isotope. I might be saying the wrong word, but yeah, it goes everywhere sometimes. That nuclear disasters, basically. Tell me about this emergency relief brigade you were part of. He points at the white triangle on his orange safety jacket. We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized, tried to help fire brigades contain the spill. I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the heart to let it all go to shit without trying to do something, to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud, years getting sick. He looks at the spiraling lights and stops. The spiraling light, for him, I assume. It must have been tough, radioactive cleanup. He hesitates. There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment. And early deaths, cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could. I still haven't watched Chernobyl, the Netflix TV series. And if it doesn't show up in anything but Netflix, I probably won't ever. But I need to. This is probably a parallel, and meant to be a parallel to Chernobyl and the sort of things that had to go on in the immediate aftermath. Whose fault was it that the generator failed? No one's. Everyone's. He sighs and shakes his head. And again, sort of a parallel as well. I mean, there's more insight to be had there, where when you start to get into this, because there's a fault. There's a fault to be had, but it's not, you know, any one person in particular. It's mostly the system. So much bitterness. Our empathy notes. He says, a bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reaction, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen? I mean, yeah. How did you end up running a pawn shop? The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died, left me this shack and the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me, don't go there, it's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far from Farburg as I can. Still in the same city, but nah, thanks for telling me. He shrugs. I like theory more than story. Outward movement, not vortices. I don't know what he means by that. I did level up, so that's great. Then we are gonna mess with our interfacing, I think. We're gonna look into that in a little bit. Yeah, you gotta get in those vortices. My man says our electrochemistry. Maybe that's why I don't know what he's referring to, because it might be like some drug-related lingo or something. Can you share your per holy dawn with me? Have you tried it before? It's almost like he's worried for you. The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. It looks like he doesn't want to get involved. Go ahead, then, says Kim, implicitly here with our esprit de corps. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care. I haven't, but don't worry, I can take it. If you say so. Here you go, man. He presents a large cap-shaped object on the palm of his hand. Very odd-looking. Wait, we're taking the drug right now? It says refuse to take the perholidon for now. I kind of wanted to just pocket it and just look at it after and be like, I want to see the description, but thanks, man. Ooh, okay, he looks down. Of course. I think I didn't take it. I think I took it as in it's not taking drugs. You know what taking drugs is? It isn't to receive them in your hand and put them in your pocket. But that's exactly what I did just now. By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by cops? Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple of days. Dang it. He says I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back. This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you had met before. Oh God, says our logic. Yeah, yeah, I came to that conclusion. The lieutenant shifts from one feet to another. Was the buyer a policeman too? She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying. Kim says, right, so let me get this right. The lieutenant turns to you. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it. Could it have been Kunese? I doubt it. Our empathy says, miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside. That is miraculous, isn't it? I know what's happening inside me. It's a letdown. I'm let down. There's only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans. Maybe she's a vigilante. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens' militia? Well, yeah, I don't like it either, but I'm sorry I sold my gun. Kim sighs. Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow, while also keeping our focus on the murder investigation. Our empathy says this mess, or rather he says he means your mess. Yeah. Any idea where I can find the buyer? My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went. A needle in a haystack. I could ask about how she looked like, I suppose, but I don't know that I can. A needle in a haystack. There's nothing you can do about it right now. You'll have to hope Evracht wasn't lying and the Union can track her down in time. Have people from Evracht Claire's Union come here to track that gun? Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they had just fallen off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip, but, you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things. Wait, then it might be true of Art's claims. Yeah, that they're looking for the gun, not necessarily that they have the gun, certainly. And Kim says, maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun. And his eyebrows rise slightly. Yeah. It's unfortunate that Claire is a woman's name, and it's actually the surname of Evracht. And it's definitely not the woman that actually bought the gun. At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else. Of course. So I wanted to ask about... No, I didn't, actually. I'd like to sell something. Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps, says the lieutenant, as he steps in and hands him the spinners. Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop. Oh, maybe that is a rotating light. I have a sudden bout of hiccups. I'm sorry. He marvels at the cobalt shimmer and nods. Yes, These are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mask banger? No. No matter. I'll give you 200 real. No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you, says Kim, and he explains that as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash. Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again. Thank you. He takes the cash and then turns to you. Here's the 100 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it. The rest goes in his pocket. The windfall is a small consolation. I suppose it might be. Hopefully it is. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Both the lieutenant and the pawnbroker turn to you. Yes, I'd like... No. No. I want, like... No. I can't sell you my... No, wait. I want to buy things. But he doesn't... This is for selling. Right. Okay, so one thing is for sure. Pure Holy Dawn. That that kills me. Increases my psyche, though. That's not too bad. It has uses. Is it temporary, I wonder? Okay, so we don't have our drug clothes anymore. Oh yeah, if I want to buy, I probably want to look at things. I want to buy that boombox. Nope. I want to buy the streetlight. 700, you're crazy. Let's see. I thought there was something. But it wasn't here, was it? Yeah. Okay. It's good. So let's get this done with. Now that we have the money, and we will get a little bit more money tomorrow. Now that we have the money, we can go back, pay the damages, and we got our price down as well, so that was actually quite fortunate. I wonder what would have happened. Oh, no, wait, where's that? What? It's fine. We've been here. I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't negotiated the price down a little bit. Maybe it's always negotiated down, and it's just, you know, how it is. I wonder if these cars have hubcaps. I don't think they do. That's that attachment is like the one of a bicycle. So they definitely don't have hubcaps like the ones on a car with, you know, the little screws that are not screws, you know what I mean? If you ever change the car's wheel, then, well, not all cars have the same. Some cars have center lock wheels, but those usually tend to be like very fancy or good. Anyway.
Can I help you?
Yes, about the money. I have your money. He glares at you suspiciously. Well, he asks. I hope you choke on it. Yeah, here it is. Sorry for the trouble. Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. He's not, our suggestion says, he's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have the money, he really wants to make sure you're not angry with him. I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. He taps it. It was a good thing for me not to push that. He taps his foot against the metal box installed in the back of the bar counter. All the doors lock automatically at 2100. Please pay for each night in advance, starting tomorrow, 20 real per night. Kim opens his wallet. I'll take a room here too, he says. Of course. He takes the money and hands him a key ring. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you? Nope. Nothing else. So we're doing good things. I have another thing to do before midnight. Midnight is no time to go to bed. You want to go to bed at least at 2 a.m. That's a better thing. Can you lose that? Can you not? Oh, it's not, yeah. A pretty little puck-shaped cap of purple liquid that can bring on anything from hot flashes to military-grade psychosis. Military-grade psychosis? What does the military want with the psychosis? With sufficient... I know, it's a figure of speech. It is still funny, though. With sufficient tolerance, however, it can make any weather feel balmy, if not for a while, if only for a while. Okay, so the balmy here means hot in that instance. I've heard it used like that. I'm not. That's a very British term in my experience. I'm not actually sure about what it means. Either way, the point is, we're not gonna take that. And we do have the broken window. I can't. Can I knock? Yeah, nothing happens. Nothing happens here. This is probably Kim's room. Kim?
Yes?
Nothing. I think he's gonna talk to me the moment I open this door. This is the door to the room you redecorated. Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright, let's go. I also want to look into my file, my ledger or whatever. It's got a secret room, and I will increase the interfacing. I think it is interfacing. I need to check before I level up. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Disco Elysium. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.